Hey everyone, this is Ted from OAXRAY.com, and today we're looking at one of our new sites, Footlocker.com. And I put in a search of Air Force Ones. The song was in my head today, so I just wanted to see if we could find some items that are profitable online. So here we are on a page. As you can see, there's 264 results. We're just going to go over here to the OAXRAY extension and click on the extension. It's going to bring up a page just like this one, and as we can see, we have our Air Force One low men's, the black one. Let's see, looks like they match on Amazon and on Footlocker. Now you're going to notice a button here, and this button is for variants. Whenever we click on that, it's going to bring up our variation analyzer. Now what the variation analyzer does is it brings up all the variations of that shoe. So if I scroll down here, I'm going to see that we have Nike Air Force One black on black, and it's size 6. And we're going to see that the item is not listed on Amazon. It has been listed in the past for up to $150, and it came down for a while, then it went out of stock. So if I click here and I click here, it's going to bring up the Amazon listing. And this is the listing on Footlocker, and we can zoom in and move it around and actually check out the shoe, but I'm pretty sure that these items match up exactly. Now one thing you're going to notice here on the size is that you can scroll down and you can select your size, but yet some sizes are missing. So we can't see the size 6 here, which we just saw on the variation analyzer. So I'm going to show you how to check that. So what I did was I went over here to OAXRAY Variation Analyzer and I copied this ASIN because I know it's out of stock, and if I do a search on Amazon, I'm going to get no results. I tried this a minute ago when I was making this video and I had no results, and I was trying to figure out how I could find it. So you go to your seller account and you go to add a product, and right here you can add the product. Let's see, and you just do a search. Whenever you do the search, it comes up with this size, and you go sell mine here, sell yours here, and it's going to bring up another page, and we see that there are no current offers. What Amazon does is it hides listings. It doesn't want you to find listings with no offers on it, so it actually hides those from you. So what it did was it hid this from us, and we couldn't find it, and the only way to find it is to with our program. It helps you find it because it helps you find the variation. And now you can create the listing new. I can list this for as much as I want, let's say $150, and I could list that. But let's go back to how we're going to make sure this is a good item to list before we actually list it. Kind of jumped ahead there. So if we scroll back to the original page, this is it. We already know that there are no sellers on that size 6. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to make sure the reviews are good. This item looks awesome. There are 430 customer reviews, and we're choosing sizes that they do not have in stock. So we know this item sells. We know it sells frequently because of all the customer reviews. And if you wanted to go one step further, you could click on this and you could see how recent the customer reviews are to see how many, to get a guesstimate of how many are selling. We can scroll down here. We see that it's 4.5 stars, and we see that this item is ranked 357 in shoes. Now, just to be forewarned, there are many sizes of this shoe, and all of those sizes selling affect the rank. So it doesn't necessarily mean that specific size is selling. It just means that a lot are selling of this shoe in general on this link. So one thing we want to do before we do anything is check out what the most common sizes for shoes are. Maybe check out what the hardest to find shoes are, what sizes are hard to find, and maybe we'll pick up a few of those. And if a size that is really hard to find is out of stock, maybe it's a size that you want to add to your mix. Now, since we're able to set our own price, as we can see, this varies from $80 all the way up to 175. I say we price at 150 bucks and just kind of see what happens on a couple sizes. The next step would be to copy the ASIN. Now I think you can copy the main ASIN or you can copy the specific ASIN and put it into the FBA revenue calculator. That's the next thing I'm going to show you. So I'm on to the Amazon revenue calculator here, and I see my Air Force Ones. I put everything in, and here I'm going to put in 150. That's what I plan on selling this for. One important part about the keepograph, if we go back down here and we look at this size, let's see, is we see it hasn't been in stock all the way back to, looks like a little bit halfway through July, maybe August. So there's a good chance that not a lot of competition is going to come onto this listing. So that's kind of a cool concept right there. We're going to scroll down and we're going to inbound shipping costs, let's say $2 per item. And prep service, I like to put my cost to purchase the item. Now before we go here, we can go to raise, we can go to, also go to Ebates and see what we're going to get back so we know what we're actually going to pay. I did this a little earlier. In total, we're going to save about 10% on the shoes whenever we buy them. If we buy them with gift cards are currently about 6% off, and Ebates is 4%. So instead of putting in 90, my buy cost is going to be about $81. And we're going to do a calculation, see what we can do. Okay, cool. So it looks like on this item we have about a 50% margin. Now everyone needs to look at what their current margin thresholds are, but if you know your sizes and you sell this item, 50% margin could be high enough for you, because we have to figure on this one that this item is ranked 327 in shoes, and there's a low chance that someone else is going to come in with it. So it might be an item that we look for and that works for us. So after I found this one size, I would go back to I'd put the item in my cart and I'd go back to OAXRAY and I'd check out every size. There's a lot of sizes that are simply just out of stock. So if we figure out which sizes are the best sizes, why not add a 6.5, add that at 150. We could go down here to the other size here. It hasn't been in stock since, let's look. This size right here hasn't been in stock since a few months, and it was selling at over 100, looked like about 120. And we just go size, we just go shoes one by one, figure out which ones are sizes that people are looking for, and figure out which ones are profitable to us. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day and make some money.